when they tell you initial deposit is £1,000, it's £2,000, it is a lie. Yes, it's a lie. Na scam. Yeah, you heard me right. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Mama Stula, like Mama Stula. Yeah, so if you are a new subscriber, thank you for stopping by. Do well to hit the like button, subscribe, and please leave a comment. Also turn on the notification bell so whenever I drop a new video, you will get to see the new video. And if you're a returning subscriber, I want to say thank you so much for always coming. Thank you for sticking around, and thank you for supporting my YouTube channel. And I hope I've been able to so far help answer some of your questions. Let's get right into today's topic. From my caption, you already know what I'm going to talk about. And yes, when they tell you that you should come and pay, no, this is what happens. You get some mouth watering offers from schools, and then the first thing we all look at is what's the initial deposit, and it's usually between 1,000, 2,000. In my own case, it's £1,000. But brothers and sisters, let me tell you, that £1,000 na lie. It is a scam. No, it's not a scam like in the sense of the word scam per se, but there's always more to it. You have to be very careful. Now, in my own case, Sheffield Hallam gave me the admission, and I didn't even bother to find out the other things in the admission letter. All I knew was, oh, they gave me admission. So I later got to find out that it's actually 50% of the fees before I start. Yes, you heard me right. 50% of the fees before I actually start. So my school fees is £14,095. By the way, I'm doing a 2-year program, a program that has placement, 1 year academic work and the other year placement. But now it's assumed that if I have paid the £1,000, or rather I think, or I would probably have thought that if I paid the £1,000, it means I can actually go and start school, spread the rest across the year. That's not it. For most of the schools, it's not all of them. I mean, I'm yet to see one that doesn't, but I know there are schools that maybe have some sort of exceptions. But most of the schools, they will tell you pay an initial deposit of of a certain amount, and then when you look through the terms and conditions, see that part that you usually would not read. Good, go back and read it. Please read it carefully. You have to pay a certain percentage of your school fees before you enroll. In my case, 50%. So what this means is, before I start school in September 14th, that's when my school is starting, I must have paid £7,000 plus, which is about 3.5 million-ish, thereabouts, if you're going by central bank rate. Meanwhile, what they gave me, the first attraction for me was £1,000, which is barely 600,000 naira, between 500 plus, less than 600,000 naira if you're going by CBN rates. So even when you go for this educational seminars, all those people that agents that come to tell you, oh, we have what's it called, you can easily go to school, you just pay small money, £1,000, £2,000, 500, even £500, and then they don't really tell you what is involved afterwards. In fact, some of them will come and tell you, oh, you have scholarship of £5,000, you have scholarship of £2,000. See, the truth is this: the school gives automatic scholarship to people from a certain region. This is not a scholarship you apply for. This is a scholarship that is static. So don't think because they have told you, oh, you have this scholarship. It's not like they're doing the scholarship for you. It's a static scholarship. It's something that the school has put in place for people from certain regions. Like for me, when I got admission at Bradford school fees originally for my course is £18,000, £18,500, and I was given a scholarship of £5,000. Now that scholarship is for everybody parallel, like everybody from my side of the country, or I don't know if it's the whole of no, not my side of the country, please, my side of the continent, or I don't know if it's for the whole of Africa, but £5,000 was awarded to everybody. I don't know if you understand, if you get what I mean. So don't think, oh, because they've told you have £5,000 or £2,000, as the case may be, you have paid half of your fees is sorted. No, that's not true. Know the financial implication before you apply. Now, mind you, Sheffield Hallam also gave me a scholarship of £2,000 when the admission came. So sometimes these agents, they'll just tell you, because they pay them, some of them. I'm not trying to badmouth anybody, I'm not trying to spoil anybody's business, but I feel like it's very unfair when people are doing these things and you don't really tell them exactly what to expect. So they'll come and tell you they give you this scholarship. I had 2,000 from Sheffield, but the original school fees was actually 16,095, and then the automatic scholarship was £2,000. Now, in exceptional cases, there are some people, because they sent me this link to apply for a scholarship, but I did not qualify, so I didn't apply. So after that initial scholarship that they give to everybody is given, there are some schools that allow you to apply for certain scholarships. Some of them can be 100%, some of them can be 50%. The one I was sent was 50% of my entire tuition. Now back to the initial deposits we're talking about. So like I said, I need to pay 50% before I start, and which if I don't pay, it means by the time I get to the school, they're going to send me back if I'm not able to meet up. Yes, it's that serious. It is that serious. That's why I decided to do this video separately. They will send me back to my home country, and I don't think anybody would want to spend this kind of money doing this. Well, the money is actually a lot to do this process. I don't think anybody would want to go that far and then just get sent back home because they were ill-informed. Some people will go there and say, oh, they want to start working. When they work, they will start paying up the school fees. But see, reality is this. First of all, you don't even have enough time to work. You have 20 hours when school resumes, and then maybe you go early, like I'm planning on leaving a month prior to when I start, if I'm lucky, because even the visa application now takes longer. So am I certain that I'm going to raise 50% of my fees before 14th of September, within a space of 1 month? It's not like a job is already waiting for me. Sometimes you might even go there, you will not even see a job early enough. I mean, this is what from the research I have done, from people I have spoken to. Yeah, some people will get lucky and see a job, but what's the guarantee that you're going to make up that money before you start? So all I'm saying is, please be informed, know these things. There's information everywhere. If you go to YouTube, there's a lot of people that talk about these things in depth, even maybe more than I am saying it now. If they tell you an initial deposit is XYZ, do your research. Find out how many installments the school will allow you to pay. Find out what you need to pay before you actually start. Because when they just tell you that all of us were just, I'm saying all of us because I'm probably one of them. I got too excited, especially with Bradford. I saw £2,000, but I didn't go to Bradford again, so I don't really know how their own works since I chose Sheffield Hallam. But imagine they're telling me to pay £7,037 or so. That's 50% of my tuition. And then I saw £1,000. I was so excited. In fact, when I even said, I'm like, this one is even cheaper than Bradford, that asked me to pay 2,000. But then that's the reality. Now some schools allow you to pay multiple times. I know of somebody that is in Teesside. When I was trying to do nursing, initially it was nursing before I changed to supply chain procurement and supply chain management. The Teesside allows her to pay 7 times. But what I don't know is the initial deposit, because at the time I didn't have any reason to want to ask those questions. So I don't know the initial deposit and the money you expected to pay before you start. But I know the school fees, whatever is left, or the entire school fees, is spread across 7 times during the academic year. But I don't know if it's for the entire program or a particular year, or there's a duration they give to you. My own school, I don't know yet. on the admission letter it's written that when I get there they are going to tell me the payment option, and I don't even know, maybe they might even come and tell me, oh, by the time it's January you are expected to have paid the entire remaining 50%, which for some people is very, very unrealistic, especially if you're going there self-sponsored, except your parents have money. Because check out now, how do you expect to make £7,000 within a space of, I don't know, few months like that? It's almost impossible. So please, all I'm saying in a nutshell, find out these things before you commit yourself, so you don't put yourself under unnecessary pressure. A friend of mine just had Seaside for IT related, and he said in their own school you have to pay 40% of the school fees. Now we're not even talking about initial deposit anymore. I don't know how much they told him for initial deposit initially, but you have to pay 40% of the school fees even before, and then not just paying 40% of the school fees, you have to have had that balance of the school fees. Listen very well though. Meaning you pay 40% of the school fees, then you have to have the balance of the school fees in your bank account for 28 days before they will give you the CAS, which is the confirmation of acceptance of studies. So, and then for most other schools, the 28 days you have the remaining balance of your school fees. It's for visa interview, but this school is telling you that you have to have paid 40% and you have to have the balance of the school fees. I don't know if the living allowance, the living cost for the year, which is about £9,207, is inclusive, but whatever, you have to have the balance of your school fees in your account for 28 days before they even give you your CAS. And most people don't know this. He did not know this when he applied. He just got the admission and he was excited. The luck he had is he has not made any financial commitment. So imagine a situation like that. How do you now go about it after spending a lot of money? Because this thing is not cheap, and they will not tell you the truth. These agents, most of them, they won't tell you the truth. They're just, the school pays them when you get in, so most of them are just after what they will get, and it's very unfair. So please check the things you need to know. If you have anybody that is already schooling there, you can find out from the person. I took a cab one day, Bolt, and then I saw the driver was looking through the whole Japa thing on YouTube, and we just laughed about it. Like, a guy won't come on, he said yes, and then we got talking, and then he was like, oh, this initial deposit thing came up, and I'm like, see, it's not what it seems. This is what they tell you, but this is actually the reality. And he was very excited because he didn't know. He was happy I told him, because he did not know, and this is somebody living with his family. So imagine what would have happened if he had gone a certain level and then they tell him these things. You start borrowing, you start running into debt and all of that, and nobody wants that kind of thing because it's already hard enough. And then I was also looking at someone else's YouTube video where she said, oh, most of her classmates that came like that they were going to work within the short period before they start to get their money. Most of them have not even gotten a job. Sometimes the jobs don't even come immediately you land. I think there are a few exceptions if you're lucky, but then what if you're not lucky? And I don't think anybody would want to take chances. Now, I'm also not saying if that's the only alternative you have, you shouldn't delve into it with faith. But if you have the means, or if it's not so convenient, but at least you can still, it's something that is doable, do it here before you go, at least the 50% or whatever the school requires you to pay. So it's not when you have paid flight tickets, you've booked for visa, you've done everything, you get there, this is August, September is coming, you don't even have the money to pay, and then they tell you, oh, your what's it called, the admission has been withdrawn for XY reasons. And I'm sure there's some sort of implication with the home office, given that you have a bad record, because it means you lied. Before you go there, you have to provide proof of fund and all of that thing. So that questions will start coming. Oh, how did you get the proof of fund? For this thing, I'm saying I'm not certain, but I'm just saying, given the strict rules and all that, those kind of things come. And what if it happens? What would you do? So please, when they tell you initial deposit, it is not always like that. That's the only thing I want to say in this video. I had to make a different video because people have asked me offline, people that know I'm doing this thing and all of that, those kind of questions, and everybody just gets excited that they're paying small money to go. But what they don't know is there are some hidden terms and conditions, or no, not hidden, it's actually open, we're just too excited that we don't even notice it. But there are certain clauses, I think that's the right word, to these things. So you have to equip yourself with that information, know what you're doing, know what you're getting into before you do it. And please, if you're going to Sheffield Hallam, or kindly leave a comment. I would love to talk to you, I would love to meet you. And then if you're in other schools, I would love to hear your own experience. It might just help somebody. So please feel free to drop your comments. Tell me how it was like, or how it's like in your school, how it was like in your time when you applied, if you were a victim of this stuff. So we're all learning. Me, this is the first time I'm doing this thing. It's not like I've done it before. And like I said, I want to give information first hand. I don't want to talk based on what people are saying or what people have experienced. I want to talk based on what I am experiencing currently. Hopefully I'm leaving in August. My visa isn't out yet. I'm waiting for the 28 days to be complete before I leave. But I thought I'd tell you people in good faith the reality of this stuff. It's not as it seems. If I miss anything out, if I've misyanned in any way, please feel free to correct me. I'm still learning and I'm open to learning, but this is what I have experienced so far. So thank you for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up. Until I see you in the next video.